Coffee Houses, the Internet of the Restoration Period by Allie Myers, Renee Johnson, and Edith Kuzma. Here we have a timeline of important events that affected the rise of the coffee houses in the Restoration period. The popularity of coffee and coffeehouse culture is nothing new. However, during the Restoration period, England's coffee houses served as more than just drink establishments. They acted as central meeting places and allowed for a common space for the dispersal of information and ideas, in the same way that the Internet is used today. The first English coffee house was created in Oxford in 1650, for patrons to gather together to discuss ideas, politics, daily gossip, current events, and philosophy and science, which generated the Enlightenment. It only cost 1 penny to enter these coffee houses, unless you were a woman. Typically, these coffee houses were only a setting for men. In response, in 1674, women protested against the coffee houses by creating the Women's Petition Against Coffee. Women found coffee to make men impotent, sterile, and felt that coffee houses took away from their duties at home. The Countrywide was published 1 year after the Women's Petition Against Coffee, and in the epilogue it contains a reaction to one of the leading points, impotency. Personal opinions from common men, ideologies from philosophers, and literary theories of writers of the time merged together and can be seen in the literature of this time period. Mary Wortley wrote her poem in reaction to Swift's The Ladies' Dressing Room, after the rise of coffee houses and the gentlemen's magazines that were in publication, and also references impotency among men. The rise of coffee houses in England generated a lot of things, such as the rise of literacy rates among men, the creation of newspapers and magazines, and an egalitarian atmosphere for people to socialize. Coffee also caused people's dopamine levels to rise due to the caffeine, making people feel happier and more energized. This resulted in things like the Industrial Revolution and the Enlightenment.